Comedy recommends the use of the parental lock.
As the coffin bursts into flames, it rolls down the hill and over the cliff. Mary and Damien embrace, full of the promise of a future together. The end. It's brilliant.
It's not working.
What are you talking about?
It's just not working. When I push the button, the missiles don't fire. See, it doesn't work.
So how are you? Oh, my art is the only thing that's holding me together. Well, it's fantastic work, Louise. It's just beautiful. Isn't it, Peter?
Great. You know, I particularly admire the frames. They're beautiful. They're so elegant and spare, you know. Who does them for you?
A friend.
Oh, yeah? Of that frame over there, that is so beautifully proportioned, don't you think? So
Andrew, did I tell you I entered the Archibald Prize this year? Oh, yeah. That's really wonderful. I probably won't even make the shortlist.
No, you won't, but good on you for having a go.
What would you know?
The Archibald, sweetheart, they get hundreds of entries, you know, from good artists. I mean, not that you're not a good artist. I mean, still, you know, I mean, the art world is so cliquey. It's who you know, isn't it, really? Actually, come to think of it, you know me. You should have got me. You should have got me to pose. It would have increased your chances.
She got Magda.
Did she? Oh, well, that's another good choice, yeah. Mind you, Magda hasn't done much for a while, though, has she?
Excuse me.
Garçon. Grazie.
You know, would it kill you to be a little bit more sensitive?
Now, listen, can we get real for a moment? Take the blinkers off, sweetheart. Have a look around. This is derivative chocolate boxy rubbish. No, seriously. I mean, if you're a real friend to her, you'd tell her, you'd be honest. You wouldn't let her waste one more precious minute of her life trying to do something she's so obviously crap at. I mean, no, listen, that would free her to do something that she might even be competent with.
Look, Louise is my friend, and we have to be supportive.
I shelled out $20 for the catalogue.
Shh. We're buying a painting, Peter. You can choose one if you want. I have to go.
What's that? That is fantastic. How much is this?
You know, when I said to buy a painting at Louise's exhibition, I actually meant one by her, not some other guy.
Well, I just didn't like hers. You know, this is a Don Rayford. This one is going to go up in value.
You know, Louise is my best friend. She's going through a very hard time at the moment. Her husband's just left her.
Well, unfortunately, buying one of her paintings is not going to bring him back.
Did she even see you buy this?
No. Louise is never going to know about this. It was absolute discretion. What was that emergency you were called out for last night?
No, it was work. Can't discuss it.
It must have been pretty serious. You know, they paged you and...
Well, yeah, my work is serious.
Well, so is mine.
I didn't say it wasn't.
Maybe I should get a pager. Look, does this juice taste pulpy? It really tastes very pulpy to me. Can you just taste it and tell me if you think it's pulpy?
Oh, no, thanks.
Go on, just try it, just to sip.
Oh, I don't really feel like it. I just brushed my teeth.
Look, please, just taste the juice and tell me if you think it's pulpy.
Look, no, I don't want to taste it, Peter. You know, I don't have time for this. I'm off to work.
So what are we talking about now here, eh? I work too, you know.
Yeah, I know. I just said I'm off to work.
I've got a lot of very important writing work on at the moment. Major slate of projects, you know? I mean, I've got interest from, you know, a lot of interest.
Finish? See ya.
Oh, this is all because I haven't got a pager, isn't it? Hmm?
See ya.
Ugh. Definitely pulpy.
Is that for the rubbish bin?
No, I'm just putting it out for someone who might need it, you know, because even though that juice is not fully functional, it might provide comfort for someone, you know, who needs it. It's called charity.
I doing a charity at school, the MS Readathon.
Is that the one where people pay kids to read books?
Will you sponsor me?
Sure, sure. How much is everyone else giving you?
$1 per book.
OK, I'll give you 50 cents, OK?
Thanks, Mr. Moon.
Great. How many books do you think you might be able to read, you know?
As many as I can, look.
What's this? Pearly by Wendy Harmer? That's not a book, it's a pamphlet, Josh. Flushed by Andrew Daddo? No, these are not proper books. This is just a scam, Josh.
I like them.
No, you don't. I mean, the only reason these books have been published is because they've been written by so-called celebrities. This is just cynical, it's tacky, it's... Bloody hell, this one sold 100,000 copies. No, sorry, Lana, that's not on. Listen, I put that juicer out there for some needy person, not for your dog to piss on.
Wiesenthal needed a was.
It's Wiesenthal. Look, it doesn't matter. The point is that juice is marked now. Every dog in the neighbourhood's going to be pissing all over it. So I suppose you think it's fine for poor people to drink dog piss, do you?
Peter, if this really is for charity, why don't you do the right thing? Wash it, give it to the salvos, and they can sell it at one of their stalls.
No, this cuts out the middleman.
You wouldn't know charity if it bit you on the behind.
Really? Well, for your information, I have just sponsored your son in the MS Readathon.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's very generous of you. Good.
He not a big reader, is he, or...? Hey, you're home early. What sort of day do you have?
What's the juicer doing on the nature strip? It's not hard rubbish day.
No, well, the juice is not rubbish either. It works fine, you know. I just thought the responsible thing, rather than chucking it into landfill, I'd just leave it out for someone less fortunate. They even enjoy a bit of pulp in their juice, you know.
Right. So what else did you do today? Well, apart from strike a blow for the needy, pulpy juice fancier.
Well, I wrote a book.
A whole book?
A whole book.
In one day?
Yep. I don't know, it's like once it starts flowing out of me, you can't stop it.
Telling me.
And that's when the boy realised that there was, in fact, no hope in the world. The sick, dying old man had been right after all. What do you think? I mean, I think the kids are really going to like this because it's like real and honest. It's not about asses falling off.
No, it's not about that. Maybe you should sit on it for a few days, then do another draft, you know, before you show it to someone else.
There you go, Josh. Got a surprise for you.
The boy who dared to hope.
Yeah, just read it and tell me what you think. I'll give you 50 cents. No, bugger, I'll give you a whole $1, all right? Oi, you bloody mongrel, get out of it! I really don't know why I'm flogging my guts out on this feature film. I think I could make quite a handy living out of writing children's books.
Felt it's pretty hard.
Bullshit. I knocked one out this morning before lunch. Have you got any contacts in the children's publishing area, or...?
I could make a few phone calls.
Great. I got a pager. Eh?
Why?
For work, you know, so you can contact me in an emergency.
What sort of emergency?
Well, you know, let's say you're working on a script and you need some urgent advice about dialogue or character arcs, whatever. You need just to beep, beep, and I'm there.
I do need some help, actually.
OK, there's the number. Just page me.
No, I'll just ask.
OK.
You know how I've got this court case coming up? It would really help me if you could write me a character reference.
Right.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, you were riding a bike in an intoxicated condition. That's not the kind of thing a person of good character does now, is it? And it wasn't the first time.
That was 8 years ago.
Yeah, but since then, there's probably been lots of times when you haven't been caught that I don't know about. Actually, come to think of it, there's a few times that I do know about.
Are you trying to say I'm not a person of good character?
Look, Bruno, this reference you're trying to get me to write, this is a legal document. I have to present this to the court. You know, I can't just perjure myself.
Well, you don't have to. Just Write the truth, but give it a positive spin.
OK, you type and I'll sign it, OK? To whom it may concern. I have known Bruno Stevens, Esquire, for approximately 15 years, and during that time, in my presence, on most occasions, he has been of good character, up to a certain extent. Now,
Peter, fuck off.
Oh, you see, a person of good character wouldn't have told me to fuck off then either, would they?
I don't want to write this film with you anymore.
What did I say?
Peter? Did you give this to Josh?
Yeah, did he enjoy it?
It gave him nightmares. He was up half the night because of this terrible story.
It's a good story.
We've had to get the school psychologist to counsel him. He won't leave the house. He's afraid to read. That's why you've done this, isn't it, Peter? So you don't have to pay your pathetic 50 cents a book. You're sick. You're a sick man.
Lana, he must have said something. Did he enjoy the book or not?
Do you actually try to upset people, do you?
Listen, that woman is an overprotective idiot. I've just done her a huge favour by opening her son's eyes to the world.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually not even talking about Lana. I've completely given up on you and her. I'm talking about Bruno. Did you refuse to write him a reference?
Well, I couldn't lie. It's a legal document.
I can't believe that after all these years of friendship, you couldn't think of one nice thing to say about him. I mean, as if he hasn't told enough lies to help you.
Like what?
Oh, Peter is the most gifted comedian of a generation. I mean,
That was for the Royal Auto magazine. This is for the entire Australian legal system.
do you actually know how to be a friend?
OK, look, I'll call him today and I'll patch it up, all right?
Good. Oh, and could you please get that bloody juicer off the nature strip?
I'm not touching that thing. Half the dogs in the district are pissed all over it. Look, don't worry about the juicer. Eventually some needy person will come along. They'll get a bit of a wash and it'll be fine.
You're unbelievable. Would you drink out of something that had been pissed on?
Andrea, there are some people in this world who don't even have the luxury of being able to ask themselves that question. This one's on me, my friend.
I can pay for my own coffee, thank you very much.
I'll pay for it. I'm happy to pay for it. Have some cake too, mate.
I don't want any cake.
What do you mean you want? Look, I insist that you have some cake.
Peter, it hurt me that you couldn't think of anything nice to write about me.
Is that what this is all about? You big girl. Listen, if you want me to write a reference, I'll write a reference for you, OK? I'll tell them whatever you want me to say. I'll tell them you're all four Beatles, Albert Einstein and David Beckham, all rolled into one, if you like. It'll be the greatest work of fiction I've ever written in my life. And I'll do it because you are my friend, OK? And that means a lot to me.
OK, thanks, Peter. And I will try and find someone to help you with your book.
Great. So we're friends again, are we?
Yeah. And
Yep.
I would like some cake.
Sure. Anything on the bottom shelf.
I'm sorry, Peter, but I don't think we can publish this.
Why not?
There's no joy in this book.
Yes, there is. What about when the boy gets the puppy for his birthday?
It dies.
Yeah, but, I mean, the dogs don't live forever. That's the way it is with dogs. You get one, you call him Sammy or something, you teach him a few tricks, and then he dies.
Peter, have you read many children's books lately? The Pearly books by Wendy Harmer are fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Would you mind just throwing this shit out for me, please?
Oh, what lovely pictures.
So you don't think they're, like, derivative chocolate boxy crap, then?
They're just gorgeous. Do you know the artist? They'd be perfect for a children's book. They'd utterly transform a text like yours. Suddenly, your story becomes
ironic.
Actually, that was pretty much the direction I was thinking of taking with it.
The pictures would save it.
So what you're saying here is that if I can get that artist to illustrate my book...
We'd definitely publish.
Where's Andrea?
She got paged. She's at work. There you go. Have some wine.
I'm a recovering alcoholic.
Since when?
About 10 years.
Really? I had no idea about that. I mean, isn't it amazing? You know someone or you think you know them, and then there's this all other stuff about them that you didn't know, and it's just incredible. How are you feeling?
A lot better. Can we get to the point?
Sure.
Excuse me. I've got to make a phone call.
Have you got a pager?
Yeah, it's for
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, I've got one of them too. Mine just never stops ringing.
Well, they can't just decide not to buy it. Yeah, OK, but if this happens again, then you're paying.
What would you say if I were to offer you the opportunity to do the illustrations of a book of mine that is guaranteed publication?
I'd say get stuffed.
Why?
It's pretty obvious what you think of my art. You didn't buy any.
Well, that's just because we've got nowhere to hang it.
Why'd you buy the Don Rayford?
I didn't.
It's hanging in your hallway.
OK. Cards on the table. I was drunk. You know all that cheap wine they force down your throat at those places? You are very wise not to drink. In fact, there was one of your paintings that I absolutely loved, and I was so pissed off when I went there and someone else had already bought it. I missed out.
Which one?
It was that one, it was sort of had pastel-y colours, and it was...
Was it The Angel?
The Angel, that was it. What a gorgeous picture.
I've just been speaking to the gallery and the customers decided not to buy it. He brought it back, so you can buy it.
Great.
And I'll do the illustrations for your book.
Even better. $1,000 for that piece of chocolate boxy crap. Oh, well, at least some dickhead's taken the juicer.
Hello? Is that who I think it is? Oh my God, you are Peter Moon, aren't you? Ah! Well, there you go. Oh my God, I've never met anyone famous before. Oh, could you sign this for me? My husband, he won't believe me otherwise.
Absolute pleasure.
Oh, what was that funny thing you used to say? We like to watch.
Actually, I don't think that was me, was it? Oh, yes, it was. It was me, yeah.
I know, because we watch your DVD over and over again. The man who spills his guts. Hilarious. Could you make it out to Kate?
Sure.
That's me. I've just been counselling little boy indoors.
Oh, so you're from the school, are you? How's Josh going?
Oh, he's fine. Look, just between you and me, I think his mother's a bit of a worrywart.
Well, you're not wrong there. Has he started reading again?
Oh, yes, voraciously.
Oh, great.
Thanks. Oh, Mr. Moon, you... No, it's too much.
Oh, go on, what is it?
Well, I'm helping to organise a charity breakfast at another school.
Yeah.
And could you come as our celebrity guest?
I really don't think...
Somebody as high profile as you, we could probably get an article with the local paper. What do you say?
Well, maybe I could pop in.
Oh!
It's lovely. I love the colours in this one.
Yeah. And this one's my favourite.
That is gorgeous. Love this one, Louise. Isn't that lovely, Peter?
Yeah, but you've filled the whole page. Where would my writing go?
On this leaf.
Oh, so I get the whole 2 square centimetres, do I?
Have you heard from the Archibald people yet?
No.
Oh, well, you wouldn't have. I mean, with all the entries they get, you know, they couldn't be expected to notify all the losers. I mean, you know, just if you're on the short list by now, I think, realistically, you know.
It's all a bit chocolate boxy, isn't it?
Well, Jo, the woman who was working before, she just loved them. She thought they were terrific.
Well, Jo no longer works here. I'm the new senior editor, and I'm afraid we're going to pass.
Right. Well, can you at least just tell me which publishing house Jo's gone to? Because she was very hot for this project.
No, she's no longer in publishing. She's more in hospital.
Hospital?
Joe has been having a psychotic episode for quite some time now. Sadly, none of us realised till very recently, so I'm afraid when you saw Joe, she was actually quite insane.
Right, she did say that she hated my stories, so...
Yes, it was those rare moments of lucidity that made her illness so difficult to detect.
Excuse me, but what's wrong with my story?
You really don't know, do you? It's a story about a happy, enthusiastic little boy whose hopes and dreams are crushed by talentless mediocrities. Well, you've obviously been trying to write about your own pathetic life. You should see a counsellor or something. Do anything rather than inflict this on innocent children.
Right, so just to be absolutely clear about this, what you're telling me is that my story isn't publishable by anyone. Is that right?
You should not waste one more precious minute of your life trying to write for children. Go and do something you might be competent at.
I mean, I agree the illustrations are shit, but the story, it's great. I mean, this is a new paradigm in children's storytelling. It's the Brothers Grimm revisited, if you will. You know? And I'll tell you what, this story is gonna work.
It's not.
You come with me and I'll prove it to you.
See you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Peter, maybe you could do something funny with sausage.
What do you mean?
Oh, just pretend it's a cigar or something rude.
Hello, boys and girls. Now it's time for a real treat. I'm going to read my story to you. The little boy who dared to hope. Sorry, could I get a drink? Sorry, I'm just... Oh, thank you. Lovely.
You can see there's a little tear in the card file. There's one, two, let's just have a look at this. Peter.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Yeah, look, yeah, I bought this painting here a couple of weeks ago, and you know what women are like. The wife's changed her mind. So, yeah, so I just wanted to get the money back, you know.
No, we don't do that.
Yeah, but you did do it. That's how we got this painting.
That's on a case-by-case basis.
Okay, would some sort of a swap be a possibility? Like, maybe we could swap this for one of those Don Rayfords over there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, no problem. You could swap that for a Don Rayford.
Excellent, fantastic.
Plus $2,500. Look, Peter, there is one other option. Yeah, straight swap, no money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
You're painting for Louisa's portrait of Magda that she put into the Archibald.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
You're actually in it.
I'm in it?
Yeah.
Am I really in it?
Yeah, check this
really?
out.
I had no idea. I'm in the painting.
Yeah, you'll love it. You know, Peter, I really think this painting's about you.
No, thank you.
Mr. Stevens, am I supposed to be impressed by this reference from some unemployed comedian who recently disgraced himself by spitting on a group of school children?
I haven't got a prayer, have I?
Not really, no.
Excuse me, would you like this? It's yours if you want it. Oh. Hi, Louise. I didn't know you were here.
Isn't it fantastic? Louise just won the Archibald.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And I sold those book illustrations to a collector for $20,000. So that angel will be worth, what, twice that now?
All right.
Peter Moon, comic legend.
What did Bruce Beresford say?
I may have told him to fuck off. Do you reckon I should make some sort of consumer complaint? Ah! Come on, you bloody stupid mongrel. You've got to take a dump sometime. Yes, there is a God. Peter, I'm preparing a new edition of my book. There's going to be a whole fucking chapter on you. Bruce! Cockhead! Mofo! Mofo! Cockhead!